What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Tarkir Dragonstorm standard video. And this weekend is a very exciting weekend for fans of competitive Magic because there are not one but two regional championships happening. We have the Tokyo Regional Championship and the Minneapolis Regional Championship taking place right now. They're all standard formats, so a lot of really cool deck lists for us to check out and see how the deck lists end up doing, and what the top 8 looks like and what ends up winning. So today and also the next couple of videos, we will be checking out some of the spiciest deck lists from the regional championships and see what the chefs are cooking up. Now, of course, the decks do need to perform well. We're not gonna copy deck lists that end up going like 1-4 or something. We gotta have some spice, but it also performs well. And I think this is a fantastic example of one of those deck lists. This is Quintorius combo that got played by Freyr to a 6-3 record, which put them into day 2 of the regional championship. Now, at the time of recording this, I only have the results till round 9. The next games are happening tomorrow at the time this video goes live. I think they'll probably still be playing. So I have no idea how this deck is going to perform on day 2, but they ended up making it to day 2 with a 6-3 record, which is really impressive for such a spicy deck list that we haven't seen in a very, very long time. But this deck is very cleverly built. We have seen some Quintorius decks in the past. Specifically in Pioneer, a Quintorius deck list exists. And now this is being played in Standard with some very interesting upgrades from Tarkir Dragonstorm. Most significantly, the Sage of the Skies is a fantastic card, and this deck list is trying to basically guarantee their way into a Sage of the Skies. The Sage of the Skies is a 3-mana 2/3 human monk. When you cast a spell, if you've cast another spell this turn, you copy the spell with flying and lifelink. So the way that Discovering works is basically you exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with mana value 3 or less. This is for Discover 3. And you may cast it without paying its mana cost or put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of in a random order. So Discovering is still casting, but it is for free. So if you discover into a Sage of the Skies, you're guaranteed to get the copy token version of Sage of the Skies as well. So that's kind of what the whole deck list is built around. So Geological Praiser, when this creature enters, if you cast it Discover 3, is either going to hit a Sage of the Skies or an Atali's Favor. Now, Atali's Favor is a 3-mana enchantment aura. When this aura enters, it discovers 3. The enchanted creature that gets +1/+1 has trample. So if Atali's Favor hits Atali's Favor, no problem. You'll get Sage of the Skies, eventually. You'll get to the card at the end of the chain of all the discoveries. Sage of the Skies is waiting for you. Now, one of the cooler things is that there's a quite a high chance of chaining being possible. We have Quintorius Scanned here, which is one of the spicier cards in this deck, kind of the GOAT of the Discover deck list. The 5-mana 4 loyalty Planeswalker, and whenever you cast a spell from exile, Quintorius deals 2 damage to each opponent and you gain 2 life. Basically meaning that anytime you discover, you gain 2 life, your opponent loses 2 life. So if you go Discover 4 with Quintorius, then you're either going to hit any of these Discover cards that we have, the Geological Appraiser, Atali's Favor, or you're gonna hit Sage of the Skies. Now, if you are lucky enough, you're high rolling, you could get a crazy train going here, where you could do Geological Appraiser into Atali's Favor, into Atali's Favor, into Sage of the Skies. If you do all of that, you get crazy Quintorius Scan damage and life gain out of that, which is just awesome. So you have a guaranteed Quintorius into any of these cards, and it just goes crazy. But the strongest aspect about this deck list is that you're almost always guaranteed, well, you're always guaranteed to get a Sage of the Skies, and the Sage of the Skies with a copy. Though there's a couple cards in the sideboard, 3 copies of Rest in Peace, that could make that chain a little bit different. But in the matchups that you'd want to bring Rest in Peace in, against On Missions combo, for instance, you're more than happy to basically discover your way into a Rest in Peace rather than into a Sage of the Skies. Outside of that, the deck is perfectly built to only hit on the Sage of the Skies, or land on the Sage of the Skies is the right way to say it. And a lot of these Tarkir cards are making that possible. So we have Twin Maw Stormroot here and Riling Dawnbreaker, 2 Tarkir dragons. And the greatest thing about these things is that within the deck list, it's a 6-drop, right? Twin Maw Stormroot, 6 mana, 5/4 dragon. But you also have an Omen side to it, which is Charring Bite, and Charring Bite deals 5 damage to target creature without flying. Now, within the deck, like I said, it's a 6-drop, so you'll never be able to discover into it, but you can still use the card on turn 2 to remove something. The Riling Dawnbreaker is a 5-mana 3/4 dragon. That's fine, we won't discover into it, but we do have Signaling Roar, which is a sorcery, and you create a 2/2 white soldier creature token when you cast that Omen effect. So another card that you could play on turn 2. So the curve isn't as bad as it initially looks, and there's more cards along those lines. There's the Autonomous Assembler here, 5 mana, 4/5, that you can cast for its prototype cost on turn 2 for 2 mana. There's Ride's End, great example, 5 mana card within the deck, but it can cost 3 less to cast if it targets a tap permanent. Virtue of Loyalty, 5 mana enchantment, has that instant speed, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance, adventure side, and also just like has the regular enchantment, which is a 5 mana one, where you untap your creature and put a 1/1 counter on them. So a very well-built deck list that is always going to end up in Sage of the Skies, which is awesome in an environment where there's just so many aggro deck lists. These Sage of the Skies eventually get out of hand really quickly with every Discover landing on them. Before you know it, you have 8 copies of Sage of the Skies laying on the battlefield. Sideboard also, like, interestingly built. There's some Immodane's Recruiters in here, which will help you out against, like, control matchups, because you could technically Discover into Immodane's Recruiter, which will give your board haste, so to help you push some more damage through. There's also 2 copies of Beza and 3 copies of Wildleaf Legion here. They can kind of get awkward with Quintorius, as Quintorius could Discover into these cards, but still it doesn't, you know, stop you from eventually landing on Sage of the Skies if you work with Discover 3 cards. That's something to keep in mind as you're sideboarding. And then we have 2 more Season of the Burrows and a Twin Moss Stormroot. Season of the Burrow is just in here for value, just, you know, good answers, slower matchups, and Twin Moss Stormroot is just an additional copy of the card against, you know, decks where you need cheap early removal. And that's kind of what we're working with here. So very cool. Personally, I ended up going 5-3 with this deck list, but 2 of those losses were definitely due to mana problems. It's a 26 land deck, and I somehow had to mold a 5 every time because I kept like getting 1 landers. It was not great. So I don't think on average you should really be suffering under mana issues within this deck list, as it is a 26 land deck. But you know, we all know how Arena is sometimes. It is what it is. Either way, I thought this was a very spicy deck list. I hope they'll do great on day 2. Probably update you guys in the comments. And also, speaking of the comments, if there are any cool decks from the regional championships that you would like to see me try out, not only the Tokyo RC, the Minneapolis RC, but also maybe the Bologna RC. If there's any deck that you'd like to see me try, link me in the comments, and I'm always down to like check out some competitive brews as a little bit of a break from me like brewing on the arena ladder as I usually do. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I thought this deck was really spicy, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more of Quintorius in the future. So let's get started, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is probably okay. Time to go for us to go 0-5 and rage quit. Nah. Let us not. Let us thrive, actually. We thrive. Oh, this is the ley line. We're on the draw versus ley line. I can't imagine this to be a good matchup for us. I can't imagine this would be a good matchup because they are way more aggressive than we can handle, I think, especially on the draw, but we'll see. I'm just gonna hold up Ride's End then. I probably have to like force them to use more spells, I think. I'm gonna hold it instead of playing it out. Nah, like that's the way it is. That was literally my turn, my first turn. I couldn't really do anything else. Anything else? Of course. Get exiled. Cooking. Okay, I'm kind of lacking removal now. I guess we're just gonna have to put a Virtue in play and, like, walk around. We might be dead, though. I don't know. Like, they are on our necks. Like, they're not gonna allow us to breathe. This is 12 damage coming my way. Jesus Christ. I can't. I can stay alive at 1. GG's. GG's. Yikes. I'm gonna say this needs to be removal, and it's not, so that's all. Alright. Well. 07. I don't even know if there's like a whole lot else we can do. Just more removal, less creatures, like... First loss of the deck. Right. Right. I don't think it's my fault though, but yeah. I guess we probably want to play Beza too. Even though Quintorius could discover into Beza, like I don't even think that we can see us getting there. Okay, we have some removal. Alright, we'll have to try. I don't know. Hope they might not have a ley line. Oh yeah, like, I mean, they had everything they needed. They had Hardfire Hero, they had Manifold Mouse, they had 2 Monstrous Rages. Like, what else could they want, right? Nothing really. Might just hold a Bride's End. Are they 5-head enough to throw this in my face? They might be. I would have been, what, like 16 damage? Bruh. Alright, I'll take it. Alright, what the hell? Well, I do have a Ride's End. I do have a Ride's End. I don't like this, the Sage of the Skies in hand. Ride's End is the Diva. I think we might just want to keep it for Ride's End, honestly. Because we don't have any 1-mana removal anyways, like... I don't know, it's kinda... Pray for me, I guess. Oh my god, Quintorius. I don't think we're ever gonna make it to that, but I'll keep him. Because, you know, the deck's named after him and all that. Silveretta, thank you for the 5. Yeah, another leyline start. We might actually be able to live past turn 3 here. Big if true. Nah, like the thing is, I know they're waiting. I know they're waiting for me to like put a blocker in play or for me to like try and target them. Like, I need to just bait shit out at this point. Like, a great thing we can do is block the mouse with this thing and then fire a Ride's End off of it. I know they're waiting. I'm onto you, homie. Okay. They're gonna cry, like... Okay. Like, you really just want to, like, throw 2 turn inside outs away like that? Feels kind of useless. Like, they would have been... Okay, whatever. You do you. Alright, Geo Appraiser. Hell yeah, let's keep going. Yeah. Oh, they can't even take it. Like, they can't even take it, dude. Okay, I'm keeping it because I see some good cards here, man, with the Geo Appraisers and all. We'll have to just keep some lands, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Frontier Bivouac, okay. Really hoping we can hit another land. I would like to curve out. That's fine. Nor... I mean, I have to drop my land here, though, even though it's my second red source. Ripson, thank you for the 8. You're watching Critical Role, and they Chemicals Rakshasa, and I was like, oh, I know that. Hey. Oh, shit, let's go. Alright, chat. We're ready for some chains? Let's do this. Alright. What the hell, we'll take it. Such a cool interaction Sage of the Skies with discovering. Hey. Fair enough. Thank you so much for the 5 gifties. Appreciate you. Clap, clap, clap. I will block the lumbering world wagon because screw all that. Do I dare... An Eshki enjoyer? It's probably more like a Ureni or slash Eugene enjoyer. I was really hoping they wouldn't... Dang, I was like thinking, do I triple block this? And she ended up on not doing it. Do I check Discord? Libby, you're good. Like, don't worry about it. Anyways, let me go Quintorius. Let's do this chain. Koala King, thank you for the 7. Okay, here we go, chat. Here we go. Alright, alright, alright. Keep it going. Get us some Atali's favors up in here. Get us some Atali's favors. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Keep it going. Period. Okay, here we go. Quintorius, oh my god. Quintorius has always been a silly card, honestly. Yo. It's popping off right now. Damn. Silly elephant. Sheesh. Not a bad turn, you guys. Not a bad turn. Not a bad turn. 37 to 5. Alright, shout out to Quintorius. Crazy. The opponent's like, what the fuck just happened? What the helly? Yeah, they're angry. You know what? What if I told you I will give this to you? Because I have another. Yeah, Quintorius decks like this have existed for quite some time, but I think Sage of Disguise and the Dragons have done a lot. Like, have done a lot for it. I don't remember when the last time we played this. I don't know. I think this was like somewhat playable around like Ixalan era, because that's when like the discovering stuff like happened. But it's dope. Like, it's dope. It's actually so much better now with Tarkir cards. Alright, ready for everybody's favorite elephant. Let's go Quintorius. It survives rotation. Yeah, I think so. All these cards sticking around. Discover 4. So now you could do like Geo Appraiser into like Geo Appraiser into like... keep it going. Yeah, Ixalan. Napkin, thank you for the biddies. Alright. I want to see if like we can kill him with Quintorius. I don't think we have many other... Yeah, we don't have many... That's all Itali's favors for us. We do still have like another Sage Disguise. We're kind of out of things to discover into. Fortunately, we have a ton of damage laying on this board right now. Slay. Crazy. Crazy. What a turn. Let's play a different banger here. A little bit of... 51 life. 51 to minus 12. Another day, chat. Another day. Another day. I'm not even sure if we're supposed to do anything here. Like, I'm assuming Imidane's Recruiter is for more like controlling matchups so that you can just like give your board haste, right? I don't think that's what we need against them. I could think maybe what we could do is like we could go out of some... Like, you could I think we could maybe just buy Season of the Burrow as a way to potentially deal with like a Eugene or like an Aftermath, like, or a Dragonback Assault or whatever. Nah, this deck's actually so like cleverly designed. It's pretty cool. It's really nice. I think we just go a bit lower on these things. I think that's kind of all I can see us do, really. This is pretty alright, because you can also do the Itali's favor on the assembler. Yeah, I think the assembler is the only thing that rotates, but also, like, you could just go higher on, I mean, I do need a land, so it's fine. Close with a bestie tour. Like 70 subs off. Not really close, I'd say. Yeah, I think the other thing that rotates is the assembler, but you still have like a bunch of other ways to make like... to slot into that place, I think. Yeah, it's playing 3 copies of that already. It is playing the dragon already. But you'd have to just like play something else. Like, I don't think it would be a problem or anything. Find something else. Ooh, the Trailblazer. I will get rid of that. Sheesh. Another Itali's favor. No, I'm okay. I'm just gonna shoot this though. Get rid of the Trailblazer. Okay. Chat, we're hyped up, ready to do this. Another banger. Is anybody into RC playing Battle Crier with 20 copy spells? No, I doubt it. Alright, time for a chain. Geo. See how far we can get. Ooh, first one. I think ideally you wait till you have like Quintorius to be doing all this, but you know, whatever. Give me a Sage. Thank you. You're locked in. Hell yeah, this deck is like awesome. In a way, it kind of plays itself a bit though, but it's who doesn't want to like go to the casino and be guaranteed to win? Like, what is this? It's like I'm going to like play roulette. Actually, this reminds me of a funny story. This is what my dad did in roulette. My dad, I was going to the casino with him and he was playing, we were playing roulette and he kept putting a chip on not only red, but also black, so he would always win. That's the energy of this deck list. Like, you're just guaranteed to win. The second you spin the Discover, you're guaranteed to win. So like... Nah, he's a certified gamer. Like, he does not like losing. So in his mind, he was perfectly entertained by winning every turn despite not making any money. Yeah, except Zero. When Zero is that he was cooked. But yeah, no, he was fine. He was chilling. The legendary roulette player. Yeah, he was just determined not to lose. So he's just putting it on both black and red. And he's like, hell yeah, I'm winning every time. Like, period, you know? It's very great for your mental health and stuff. Like, nobody was gonna make him lose. Nobody was. Yeah. For love of the game. Exactly. Exactly. He's highly competitive, just like I am, and he was just like, I'm not losing. He was just there for the vibes. Yeah. Yeah, no, but that just didn't hit really. So, and on the flip side of the coin, you had my sister who was determined to high roll the fuck out of it by constantly putting like 1 or 2 chips on like just green and like doubling down every time. So like she'd start off with 1 chip on green, then it would be 2 chips on green, then it'd be 4 chips on green. So on one side you had somebody that was just full on Delulu, and on the other side you had somebody that was just tanking hard. It was silly. Truly an entertaining day. It's truly entertaining. I don't want to tech with this thing. Anyways, story time. Yeah, right. Silly. Alright, there we go. GG's. We ran them over. With the Sage of the Skies. Not too bad. Didn't even involve Quintorius or anything like that. Okay, we see no Discover cards in here. I don't think that's a keep. Okay, that's basically the same thing. At least we have 2 of these now. So I guess we will keep it. Try to see if we can find something. Wonder if I just get rid of the autonomous assembler. and keep my lands. Kind of thinking it might be... nah. We'll probably rip lands anyway. It's like a 26 land. Yeah, tournament links are okay for sure. I mean, eventually I'm gonna need a land, but I think for now I'm still okay to look for any of the Discover cards. I do need to get the 4 mana. Let's go. Does Synthesizer rotate in a few months? Believe yes. It's like the big score, right? No, wait. No, wait, it's not. I'm stupid. It's not. It survives. I don't know why I thought OTJ was rotating. That's not for a long time. Ignore me. I do want that. No, I'm missing a land. It's okay. Yeah, like, we literally were looking at cards that rotate, like, yesterday. I don't know why my brain was, like, saying yes there. Multitasking, in which I am failing. What do we do when Lockdown rotates? Oh, we have Lockdown 2.0? I think they have another way to trigger prowess here. I can really do this. Yeah, no, like, it's big score. OJ isn't going yet, so you're good. I think it's 4 sets that are rotating, and it happens when Edge of Eternities drops, I believe. Actually, non-flyer, rip. When Edge of Eternity arrives, standard rotates, so we still have, like, standard that we have right now with Final Fantasy cards included. Man, kind of unfortunate Twin Moth Stormroot can't hit it, I fear. This is a little unfortunate. Yikes. Alright, let's get some sages up in here. I was hoping we could maybe go a little bit deeper there, but it's alright. What's up, Sage? Yeah, no, it's true. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen with Edge of Eternities. If they find a rage, I'm cooked. They find a rage, I'm so cooked. We'll see. I have to try. Please don't rage me. Please be nice. I'm gonna block as much as I can, I think. Slick sequence? Okay, that's fine. We get rid of the birds. Huge. You think Final Fantasy will have... Oh my god, I wish I could play that. Nar. Do I think Final Fantasy will have a big impact on Standard? I think it will have a big impact on Standard. Like, based on the few cards that they've previewed already, it looks pretty strong. I would also imagine that they would want to print strong cards so more people would play it. You know? Big Boss, thank you for the 7. Like, I don't think they would want Final Fantasy just be an unplayable set with a bunch of jank. Like, they would not. They would not. What are we playing today? We're playing some decks from the regional championship, so... Yeah, I feel like it would be pushed. So, no, this is from the US regional championships. Deck is currently undefeated there. Like 5-0, I believe. We're checking it out. I like to see what the chefs are cooking up. I think FF would be commander. I mean, I think based on the cards that have been previewed... Dang, okay. I think based on the cards that have been previewed, I don't think it's looking like a commander set. We've already seen like 2 very powerful like 1-drops that are like potentially constructed playable. Like I said, there's no way that they would do Final Fantasy and then have it just be like trash. I don't think so. It'd be very weird. It'd be very weird. Anyways, that was kind of tough. I think really the only thing we can do is play Bezos. Go lower on some of these guys. Because there's not... We don't want to bring this in. Don't want to bring that in. Twin Moss Stormbrood. I mean, it doesn't deal with the birds. But I might still want to go in with one of them. Because I run into some of these guys that are like... Yep, sure. The average One Ring, not the one of One Ring. Pretty expensive, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. I would imagine Final Fantasy would be up there, but also as like a new Final Fantasy enjoyer, I am down. I am down. We just want Luluana. That's like the chatter was saying the other day. We want Luluana. Luluana of the Veil, please. Like $100. Yeah, not great. Luluana of the Veil one time. It's gonna go here. Alright, I think we keep that. Probably have to flash this in, see if I can make him the tap out and we can do this. Have I played Expedition 33 yet? I haven't. 110 a piece? Jesus. I remember selling mine for like 50 and being like, oh hell yeah, I just made bank. Like dumbass. Anyway. And then I lost the same money in like a cab. So you could say I peak performance or whatever. I wonder if I play Beza out here. Beza would get me 4 life and a card for the Sage of Disguise. Nah, I'll go for Tali's Favor first, actually. Alright. Nah, surely they're gonna go all out for Final Fantasy, surely. Hell yeah, give me Contorious. Hell yeah. I don't think I want to go Virtue. I think I just want to go Quint. You know, Virtue obviously isn't bad with like the Sages. I don't know. I want to be greedy and go Quinn though. It's going to gain us so much life. Could finish the game. Alright, let's see what they do here. Right. Yeah, you're all good. You're all good. I'm a bit worried about potentially getting spell pierced here though, I will not lie. That would be kind of bad. Beza would be the safe play, but Beza would get me a card and some life. Quint would potentially make me win. What do you think, chat? Beza or Quint? I'm gonna put the responsibility on your... I mean, then again, they're always gonna be holding up this blue source at this point, right? Beza, no Gamba? Okay, I think everybody wants Quint now. I think everybody wants Quint. Alright, fuck it, we Quint. 07. Okay, we live. 07, but not for me. For the opponent. Oh my god, it flopped. Ah. Well, it wasn't a flop, but man, that was not a chain at all. Damn, Quint. The casino was not kind. That could have been like the chain of a lifetime. Yikes. Dang, dude. If we had like an appraiser there into like like I don't know, an appraiser into a Natalie's favor into whatever, like we could have gone crazy there, but nope. All it did was a mini helix and 2/2/3 flying lifelinkers. Giga washed. Yeah, right. I'm probably gonna like torch Quint here, I would imagine. Oh no, they're just gonna go rage, of course. Sure, what the hell. Nah, go for it, man. Just go rage. Yikes. Yeah, I'm just gonna slam Virtue here. What the helly? No, so they must have just ripped it. Anyway. So they must have just ripped it if that was the Piers. Chat, am I cooked? 21 live? Am I cooked? Possibly. Yikes. Ooh, Ryzen. Okay, so I will probably just do and win here. But I could just do Ryzen on the Monastery Swift Spear plus play Sage of the Skies. Get another one of these guys. Alright. Yeah, the lifelink clutching it. Okay. I don't think I play Season of the Burrow, do I? I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Like, I guess it could get rid of Corey's. You know? Maybe I do? Yeah, it's pretty slow. It really is, but... Okay. Locking in. I think this can get there. We can just get to the Geo Appraiser. We're in a good spot. Let's see. Here we go. No Tur one like is that thingy. The otter thingy. No Corion 2, no Corion 2, no Corion 2. That's fine. Feels like there may be... Are they holding Spell Pierce? Just gonna set this up. They're missing a red right now. What's the best thing to use gems on? Oh, depends on what you want to get out of your gems. Hacks. Limited runs. I just get rid of this thing. We'll try. I think maybe they're stuck with a bunch of Spell Pierces in their hand. Like, there's a reason why they kept the hand without any red in it. You know? Let's see what this does. All right. All I'm trying to get to is the Sage anyways. That's like the ultimate goal here. Even though there's like other steps evolved to the Tali's favor, like at the end of the day, we want to get to the Sage of the Skies. And we did it, so let's go. GG's. I mean, they locked themselves out of having red mana, not me, so alright, you know. Damn. It's just like so bad to draw the Sages. Yo, stop! Like, chat, I might honestly lose it. I might honestly lose it. What do you mean? Like, this deck list, MTG Arena does not know whether or not to give us 1 fucking land or 20. Like, are you good? Seriously. This is just so silly. We were doing so good for this deck list and it just decides to fuck you over. Like, alright. It is what it is. So goofy. Anyways, I really need to, like, just rip the lands here. We have a coin flip of a chance to do so. Imagine not having to mold a 5. Decklist losing because people have like interaction or just doing better things. That's fine, but land issues get on my nerves. I would love a land, Arena. Thank you. Thank you. We're grateful. We're so grateful. Pulling off the impossible here. Land issues in a 2600 list is crazy, yeah. Like I said earlier, throwback to the time we were playing a 13 land deck list and we hit like 5 lands on curve. Shout out, you know. Shout out to the great system we have. Feels good, man. I don't know. For some reason, on this client, sometimes it really feels like the more lands you put into a deck, the less you'll find. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. I mean, I'm sure most of you can relate. Hey, another land, let's go. We're saved, we're saved. All hope is not lost. Champ. Alright, looking at lethal in the air already. These sages are crazy. Holy shit. They're like the best like flurry coded card, I would say. I don't think they can get out of this. I don't know what they would need. Like perhaps an Arcfiend or like any flying like blocker in play. Okay, but then still, you know. Bulgari? Oh, I remember that deck. Yeah. Right. Should I go? I don't really know if there's anything I want to do extra here. Season of the Burrow, maybe? Because they might be like NX gamers. Let's go lower on some of the token thingies. No, let's not do that. That's fine. Yeah, I think Corey is pretty cracked right now. Beans? No, not anymore. Not anymore. Beans. Ugh, I don't want to. Damn it. Alright, let's get rid of it. Beans has kind of been hated out of the format. What is it? Beans? I think only... Oh, not even that bad. Like 97 people registered Beans at the US RC. Not too bad. I mean, it guarantees Quint, I guess. Okay. What did Corey score again in the little like graphic thing? Or Corey, Domain. Domain got a 47.30% win rate over an 890 matches. Not too bad. Well, I guess they have a ton of removal, huh? Because they kept that hand. Yeah, we're gonna Quint all over. Right. Good. Okay, this is bad. I fear another Sage in our hand. Arnar. Means you only have 2 Sages left in the deck, and like, or does this cover chain always ends in a Sage? Oh, thank God we hit the Geo Appraiser. I didn't want to hit the Tali's Favor. This deck needs Yorion. Well, Chad, we got out of that one. I'll take it.